Gem Stars, it's Amanda here with your September 2017 RuneScope. This month, in conjunction with the runes and the psychic messages that we get from your spirit guides, I will be using the Medieval Scapini deck. This is by Luigi Scapini. Then as always, be sure after this video to join me for part 2 over on my Vimeo channel. You'll find the link below in the details section. Just click or tap show more or tap that little arrow under the video to open that section. Follow that link over there for your spiritual guidance this month from the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. These are by Doreen Virtue. And this is just to get some extra spiritual wisdom, advice on how to handle the energies in the month of September. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you like what you see, and if these messages are helpful to you, please do click the subscribe button. That will ensure that you don't miss any of the future videos. You'll get an alert whenever I upload new content. So, let's jump in for Gemini and see what September has in store. September for all my Geminis. Which runes want to speak to Gemini? September 2017. Being picky, Gems. That's good though. I've got something very specific to tell you. As always, do keep in mind, Gemini, these are general readings, so not all of these messages will apply to you. Some are going to be for the many other Geminis that are watching, and it's kind of like they want to deliver as many as possible, or definitely the energies that are affecting the majority of Geminis. I encourage you to always watch the video for your rising sign as well. That can clarify some things. It's far more specific to your personal chart, so you can get additional wisdom and messages that way. Or you can schedule a private consultation with me. I do those on Skype. They are $70. And that takes the guesswork out of the whole thing. It's just all of those messages will be for you. So if you would like to schedule a private session, just contact me at the link here in the video. It's also below, again, in that magical details section. We'll get that set up for you. All right, what is going on with Gemini? Gemini. For September 2017. Challenge or focus, that is where we always start. The challenge for many of you is you got the 8 of Wands. So, this is manifesting in a couple of different ways. Let me see what's coming through with the runes here. Some of you, your challenge is to communicate your intent regarding someone, something. This could be at work. It could be within a relationship, because Uruz is here reversed. So somebody could feel vulnerable. Somebody could feel like they're going to be taken for a ride. The 8 of Wands is all about communication. It's a very good card, actually. It's all about, a lot of messages coming and going, a lot of communication. So if this is manifesting in like a love relationship or any sort of personal relationship, it could be like, trying to find out where you stand, or someone is trying to find out from you where's this relationship going. You male Geminis, it may be somebody, where's this going talk, the infamous, because women don't want to waste their time. They don't want to waste your time either. So, it could be like kind of getting down to brass tacks here with a relationship, and maybe, you haven't thought about it. You didn't until it's brought up, but for others of you, it could be that, this could also be some healing communication after a period where maybe there was an argument or a disagreement, or you felt hurt by someone, or maybe a lot of someone's. This could also be that you felt like somebody's interest was waning, or like your popularity was waning, or like could be at work. Maybe you felt like your boss was not approving of what you were doing, and this could have been like erroneous information. But I feel like whatever this is, your challenge is to kind of find out what's really going on. But with the Eight of Wands, I mean, this indicate, and also with I was here indicating that, you know, you're going to find out the information you need. Just be patient. It's coming. Yeah, I feel like you will get the communication that you need. You may need to initiate it, but it's kind of like once you open that door, once you open that line of communication, or communicate your intent or communicate your message firmly, but in a positive way, you will get you know, some clarity on this issue. But yeah, the Eight of Wands indicates that this could just be a very busy month. September couldn't, and it could be that maybe you're not feeling so great with Urus here. For some of you, that could be the way this is working, and you will recover. It's just maybe you need some time out. But yeah, September, it could be one of those months where, oh my God, there's so much. And even when you're off work, people are texting you or calling you or emailing you. You may feel like you're on call and you're not a doctor, and you're like, really? I mean, it's nice to be wanted and have you be in demand, but at the same time, you know, I think you're just there may be a point where you just kind of snap. And I guess the challenge may be to not send that text when you're feeling like, oh, I'm so frustrated, right? Wait for it to pass. So for some of you, that can be how that manifests. It can be as simple as that. In the present energy, so this would be as we move from August into September, or whenever you are watching this, we have the Four of Cups. And let me see what we're getting here with the runes. For many of you, I feel like this is a job offer or a position that you don't really want. It could also be an offer from a person that you're not feeling all that attracted to. Or you may feel like they're not feeling all that attracted to you, and you're trying to get their attention. So again, it kind of goes back to this, because I think for many of you, that is false information. That's not really what's going on at all. And we'll talk about why I feel that way in a minute. But so yeah, this really feels kind of like a Mercury retrograde energy. So you could find, and it is still retrograde the first week of September. And, you know, then we have that shadow period. So it could be mid to end of September before this really kind of clears. But Four of Cups can talk about an offer, but yeah, it's not one that you're super excited about. You're kind of bored, discontent. Nothing's really wrong per se. It's just you are not thrilled by what's on offer. For some of you, it could be the money associated with a job offer. It's like, you know, yeah, I mean, I would like to make this shift or change. I would like to move into this job, but you know, the money's not that great. Maybe it would be less money than you're making now, or it's not enough of an increase for what you feel is desired, or for the amount of work that is desired. And you may be like, you're gonna have to do better than that. So this could just be opening the door to negotiate. Because I feel like for some of you, it's like you could negotiate this to a higher figure, or one that would be more beneficial for you. And for others of you, you know, you will turn this down, but another offer may be coming in that's far better, because I do see big shifts or changes. For some of you, this may involve a relocation. Some of you may be making offers on homes. This could have to do with real estate as well. And if something falls through, it's because it's supposed to fall through. I mean, that's always the case. It comes up in readings all the time, but we are always like, you know, we get our heart set on things. Just for superficial reasons, or you know, because we can't see the whole big picture. We just see the little snippet that we see, and we get our heart set on outcomes, and when really it's not going to take us where we want to go in the long term. So trust that in September there is a big shift or change happening for many of you around job or relocation. For some of you, both. But it may not be happening right at the beginning of the month. If there's something that you are, like, it doesn't feel like you know, the right offer, because again, the one that comes in that's gonna feel right, you're gonna feel like, okay, this is definitely what I was looking for. And I don't feel like for most of you, you know what this offer is at the beginning of September. I feel like it comes later. There may be an offer on the table at the beginning of September or end of August moving in to the month of September, but it's not the right gig for you. I feel like for many of you, you're meant to pass that by if it's not ticking all your boxes, because there's something much better coming in and you'll be getting communication about that. Again, 8 of Wands, all month long. Lots of texting, lots of interviewing, lots of, if you've been looking for a different job or trying to get a promotion or trying to seal the deal on something for quite some time, maybe you've been waiting and like, oh my God, it's been taking so long. Is this ever going to come back? Am I ever going to hear back? I think the messages are going to start flying once Mercury goes direct in September. So while the first week may be a bit of a holding period, I think after that, all bets are off, Gemini. And you may even be hearing from things you applied for or people from the past, from your network, people you used to work with, or a job the kind of work you used to do in a different job. There may be opportunities circling back around due to that Mercury retrograde energy still in September. So some of you, it's like, again, going back to this is more like in a romantic relationship setting, it may be like, are we going to move in together? That may be what's on the table. Maybe you've been in a long distance situation and now it's kind of like someone's looking for work in order to relocate and move closer to you, or you are looking for work in their city. There's something about coming together, but it's gonna take the right job offer. It's gonna take the right house. It's gonna take the right living situation for both of you. There are some things that need to align, but you may find that in September it's starting to happen, right? Doesn't mean you have to settle for the first job you get an offer for, you or your partner, in order to make this happen. Because again, I feel like anything turned down, it's to leave that space open for something even better to come in. Now the help that's going to be available, we've got the Knight of Swords in reverse and Pedro in reverse. So this can be air sign energy, Gemini, this Knight of Swords, if it's manifesting as a person. So, and it can be male or female in these general readings. But, so this could be another Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, or it could be your energy. If it's you, Gemini, this is coming up as a help to you. You may have to get a little bit nasty with someone who's being secretive or who's taken advantage of you in some way. Because we kind of started the reading off that some of you, your challenge may be feeling vulnerable or like you've been taken advantage of or in some way by someone. And the Knight of Swords in reverse is someone who is, kind of lets someone have it verbally. So you could be having to kind of go to the darker Gemini side. You're twins, right? You've all got a dark side. You may be having to break out that evil twin Gemini in September, and because you find out someone's been hiding things from you. And maybe you already found that out earlier, but maybe you find out, oh, that was just the tip of the iceberg. Now, Gemini, I have to say these energies can always work both ways. So this could also be someone finding out that you lied to them, that you've been hiding something, that you've been dishonest, or you have been dubious. And, but the only reason I could see that this would be coming up as a help to you is that you didn't really want to be with that person anyway. It was an offer you didn't want to accept. So it's like, oh, I'm caught, but I'm not real upset that I'm caught. I kind of wanted to get caught, and that may have been subconscious anyway. If you were in a relationship or a situation you wanted to get out of here, Gemini. Now, for many of you, in fact, I feel for most of you, this is someone else. This is someone that, anybody who has lied to you, been dishonest with you, been deceitful, they have skeletons in their closet. You felt like you're not getting the whole story, or again, like you've been taken advantage of. You're going to find out what was going on. And Knights can bring news because he's in the reverse. He could be bringing not the best of news, but he could be like bringing secrets to you. Like, this is what this person's been up to, or this is, so this could come from another person. And again, it's kind of like a don't shoot the messenger kind of thing. It's like he's bringing you the message, and it may just be because the news is not what you wanted to hear, that he's coming up in the reverse. But again, it's coming up in a help to you because you can't make a decision on anything unless you have all the information. So Gemini, secrets are coming out, yours or other people's, in September. And that's so you can decide what offer to accept, who to move in with, what job to go to, whatever, however that's manifesting for you in September. What must be accepted about the month? You've got Queen of Cups. So this is a water sign person. Again, with the court cards in these general readings, this could be a male or female water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, or someone with those traits. Very nurturing, very giving, very generous, probably very creative, very intuitive, very soft kind of energy. You know, for the most part. Scorpios can be a little bit tougher than Cancer and Pisces, but they still have that soft side. They do a lot to hide it, but they still have that soft middle. So yeah, this is a person who, it's next to the marriage rune or the partnership rune. So this could be someone you are partnering up with. It could be somebody who, for some of you, it could be your mom. Again, that nurturing feminine energy. But yeah, this could be someone that you want to get into a relationship with. So again, it could be that, like, yeah, you kick this other person to the curb who lied to you or whatever, or you turn down this, or, you know, this person breaks up with you and you really kind of wanted them to. They weren't the offer that you wanted. And then this new person comes in. Now, how this person is coming in is not being shown to me, Gemini, because it's going to be different for all of you. Again, that's where a private session, I would be able to hone in on, you know, how you are likely to meet this person. If you meet them in September, there's kind of like a 3-month window on these readings, because again, there are so many of you. But if you don't meet this person in September, I feel like they will be coming in very, very soon, within 6 to 8 weeks, let's say. But yeah, this could be someone that this could be this long distance love. You find this job and you're finally able to move ahead with marriage plans, or moving in, or taking your partnership to the next level in some way. A committed partnership. You know, maybe this person finds out your dark secret, Gemini, or you're able to share with someone something you really were not looking forward to communicating with them, and they still accept you for, you know, who you are. It's not as upsetting. Because yeah, some of you, another way this can work, because this is coming up as a help to you, for those of you that it's not working out as someone else, or you trying to get rid of somebody. You know, you may be scared to open up to this person, but this is a very accepting, giving, nurturing individual. And again, if you're going to have a true partnership, there has to be, you know, complete transparency, honesty with each other. If you don't have that, you don't have anything. So yeah, I'm just feeling like some of you may be scared to show that dark twin, that evil Gemini side. And I'm not saying you're evil. I just, you know, you can be two people sometimes, and the other side is not so pleasant as the one side. And you may be scared that if this person sees that, they won't want to be with you. But at the same time, if they don't ever see that, they don't really know you. And they can't really connect, because this kind of energy has to connect at an emotional level, which can be difficult for air signs because you live in the mind. And the only way to connect emotionally is to share those scars and bruises and things we may not be so proud about in our past, or things that may not make us look so good from our past. Don't be afraid of that, Gemini. It's going to be worth the risk, because the outcome of September is the Two of Cups. Beautiful. So this is marriage, engagement, relationship, moving in together. Again, it's just the two of us. We're going to be exclusive. There is a connection happening here. There is an offer coming in. Now, for some of you, it could be a job offer. But I feel like for most of you, this is a relationship emotional reading. And it's wonderful. So whatever it is that you are, you know, maybe you've just been playing the field and you know, you've got a lot of people you've been dating or seeing, and you know, they're interested in like taking things to a more serious place, or maybe you have been before, but then found out some things that made you doubt someone. I feel like any breakups at the start of September are meant to be to open the door and open your heart for someone new coming in. Or for many of you, maybe you broke up earlier this year. Maybe it's been a while and no one else has really tickled your fancy, so to speak, with the Four of Cups. But by the end of September, there's something solidifying. There's a real connection. And again, I feel like, you know, maybe you feel like you can just reveal the darker sides of yourself or the things you're not proudest of, you know, and keep in mind, those are subjective. You know, what we may think is just, you know, this horrible thing that we did. Someone else may be like, well, that's small potatoes. Here's what I did. You know, I mean, we've all made mistakes, right? We've all screwed up. We've all, you know, hurt people or been hurt, usually both, a little bit of both. So I feel like, yeah, this is a person that you just feel for whatever reason, like you either have to, you really feel compelled to open up to this person, first of all. So I think it's going to be hard for you to keep these darker things to yourself, which is good because, I mean, you know, first of all, that's only fair to this person. I mean, they should have a right to know who they're getting involved with, right? So if you want to correct anything from the past, the first thing is to be open and honest. You know, they have a right to know who they're getting involved with. But again, on the other side, it's like, I feel like you're expecting this big showdown or this big reaction. And for the most part with this person, I mean, unless it's really bad, this person is going to accept you for who you are, flaws and all, and expect the same in return. Now, for some of you, it could be that maybe you did open up with somebody and they've kind of disappeared, or maybe the Mercury retrograde, the energy, you weren't sure if you were going to hear from them again. Maybe you thought something you told them kind of scared them away. But I do feel like for those of you that feel a true emotional connection to this person, you're going to have some renewed. And I'm not saying they didn't struggle with it. Again, there are a lot of you out there. Some of you may have done some really bad things. And this person may have been like, I don't know. Or again, it could have been somebody telling you this, Gemini, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to be with this kind of person. Or I don't know if I can live with that. I don't know if I can accept that. Or maybe it's just shock. Like, I have to think about this. You know. So I don't know what this is. Again, it's not coming up specifically what these mistakes or deeds are, but the end result is that there's a coming together. And if someone does decide, whether it's you or another person, that this relationship is not meant for them or for you, it seems like there's a new one coming in right away. And for many of you, it could be online with Rido here, or while traveling. Because Rido is a rune of communication, but it's communication over the wires, internet, but also traveling to other locations. So that is what I see, Gemini. It's a pretty exciting month. Don't be afraid to open up. You have to do it anyway, again, because that's only fair to the other person. You know, and that will just give them impetus. That will let them know that you trust them, and also kind of get them to share their stuff with you. I mean, it could end up being you that's surprised, some of you. Although this person's in the upright, so I don't know that they've done anything terrible here, so don't be scared. But yeah, just go with it, Gemini. It's a lovely energy. Wait till mid-month. I mean, if you're thinking about kind of confessing or opening up to someone about something from your past, I think you will get a very positive response and be happy with the result after that Mercury retrograde energy is over and done with. But as I mentioned, meet me over on Vimeo now. The link again is below. I'm going to shuffle the Goddess Guidance Oracle. We will see what further guidance and wisdom we can get for this reading and how to handle these energies. So I will see you over there. Thanks so much for watching, Gemini, and I'll see you back here next month.